कंटिन्यू हुई, नहीं तो ऐसा भी हो जाता है जैसे आपने कहा 2 आईपीएल इनिंग देख के भी कई बार हमने देखा है टीम में आ जाते हैं लोग। एनीवे मैं अपना आपके पर्सनल 3 नॉक्स के बारे में बात करना चाहता हूं। 2 उनमें से ऐसे हैं जो मेमोरेबल है, एक जो इतना मेमोरेबल नहीं है। तो मैं पहले 2 मेमोरेबल वाले से बात करता हूं। वन इज दैट 2011 चेज जो ऑस्ट्रेलिया के खिलाफ आपने 50 बनाया। दूसरा इन दैट पाकिस्तान चेज इन 2003 इन सेंचुरियन। मैं ये 2 नॉक्स इसलिए चूज कर रहा हूं क्योंकि जब भी युवराज से बात होती है एवरीवन टॉक्स अबाउट हिज 2007 T20 वर्ल्ड कप नॉक्स, 6 छक्के, नैटवेस्ट वाला नॉक, नायरोबी वाला डेब्यू, ये सब तो है फेमस। लेकिन आपको लगता है ये जो नॉक्स 2 मैंने बताए, ऑस्ट्रेलिया के साथ वर्ल्ड कप चेज, 2003 पाकिस्तान के साथ वर्ल्ड कप चेज, जो कॉन्टेक्स्ट था, जो सिचुएशन थी, ये उतने अप्रिशिएट नहीं किए जाते जितने आपने उस टाइम जिस प्रेशर में खेला था। हाउ डू यू सी दीज 2 नॉक्स?
Obviously, when you start from, say, if you start 2003 against Pakistan, एक तो from my debut in 2000 till 2003 हम पाकिस्तान के साथ कोई मैच खेले नहीं थे because of whatever issues. And then suddenly, you look at the bowling. It's Shoaib Akhtar, it's Wasim Akram,
Yeah.
it's Waqar Younis, Abdur Razak, and Shahid Afridi as spinner. And uh, luckily first game I played Bretley in 2000, so I played that kind of pace. But it was quite nervous. I remember it was I couldn't sleep really well. और मुझे याद है जब मैं बैटिंग करने जा रहा था सचिन आउट हुआ
था, करेक्ट, शोएब की बॉल
अख्तर को बाउंसर पर 98 पर,
करेक्ट।
मतलब Sachin was literally running through their attack. And when I was walking, I remember the Indian crowd cheering, and I remember the Pakistani crowd booing, which actually made me more nervous. And Shoaib Akhtar was bowling 152, 153, 150, and first ball मुझे जाके खेलना था उसका, तो I was pretty nervous. And I remember first block तो खुद ही आके लगी बैट पे, and second ball I just blocked the ball, and the ball just raced to the boundary. And I think the speed, sometimes I look at speed, it was like 150 plus 152 या 153 की speed पे वो चौका गया. So, I was quite nervous, and also there was a lot of chat going on between India and Pakistan. Guys were having a go at each other all the time, and that kind of pressure. And then when the game went on, obviously the wicket was really good, and I felt that I hit the ball, really well. I had time to have that partnership, but
Yeah.
the moment I gained momentum, I just expressed myself. And I remember when Wasim Akram came to bowl, तब तक मैं 40 या 45 पे बैटिंग कर रहा था. And I was struggling to him because I was not time to bat, and I was like, he's been my favorite bowler, तो वो भी था थोड़ा दिमाग में. एक रन लिया और मैं Rahul Dravid played the whole over to him. So that pressure went away, but I just as a young kid just went and expressed myself, and it was a great win for us because that time 270, 280 was a big score in one day cricket with one new ball. Because बॉल बाद में रिवर्स होता था, तो हमारे लिए वो बहुत बड़ी विक्ट्री थी, बहुत सेटिस्फाइंग थी. और मेरे लिए बहुत सेटिस्फाइंग था कि I felt that in these kind of situations if I can play like that, then I'm supposed to be here. And then going to 2011 World Cup, again a very pressure game. That time obviously the mind was there, but the body was not, because I was really struggling with my coughing and not breathing.
Yeah.
And same kind of pressure. It was Sean Tate, Bretley, and all these Mitchell Johnson. So these guys all were like 150 plus. But good thing was it was a slower wicket, and it was a kind of situation where pressure, it was a bit too much, because I knew that we lost to them. इनसे हार गए 2003 World Cup final में, and it played over the years that if you want to win the World Cup, you have to clear. So that was back of mind for so many years. And then obviously Gauti ke baad when Mahi got out,
Yeah.
and I was like, and Dhoni while walking he said that Shabash Yuvi. So he's never said that every time he's gotten out before me. Uh, so the pressure I felt a bit more.
Mm.
And then obviously Raina came. It was Raina's
Correct.
second game in the tournament. Like he hadn't got a hit. So I just thought that ke I'm just gonna play down the ground. ऊपर बॉल नहीं मारूंगा क्योंकि अगर यहाँ पे अगर मैं आउट हो गया तो game's over. I just kept my nerves and I just felt uh, just keep on hitting the ball straight. And I remember Raina ne I think hit Lee for a six, and
Mm.
then he hit one boundary. So the pressure completely turned to the opposition, and I just just went on, and just till the end. I can't really justify the emotion when we won the game.
Yeah. नहीं
It
अच्छा
was
था. Yeah.
it was actually like like it was like we won the World Cup. Now
Correct.
we can win the World Cup. The feeling was like now we can win the World Cup from here.
The other inning that I wanted to talk to you about, as I said, ये दो memorable थी, एक जो memorable नहीं थी. This was the 2014 World T20 final versus Sri Lanka. Now, what I wanted to know from you, उससे पहले तक युवराज सिंह was Superman. I mean, he was one man who couldn't do anything wrong in international cricket, and fans also felt like that, like myself. That I think was the first game जिसमें इंडिविजुअल क्रिटिसिज्म हुई होगी युवराज सिंह के. मैंने कुछ रिपोर्ट्स पढ़ी जिसमें कहा चंडीगढ़ के घर में लोगों ने पत्थर भी फेंके. हाउ डिड यू फील कि आई एज अ प्लेयर हैव डन सो मच फॉर द कंट्री, और अगर एक परफॉर्मेंस नहीं होती विच इज पार्ट ऑफ द स्पोर्ट, हाउ डिड यू पर्सनली डील विद दैट एंड हाउ डिड यू कम आउट ऑफ दैट डिसअपॉइंटमेंट?
No, I first of all I take full responsibility of that day that uh, that I didn't play well, and like one or two overs, lot of dot balls went. But I remember Malinga bowled like six really good Yorkers, and neither
Yeah.
myself nor MS nor Virat could get away from it.
Correct.
But every time they ask me about this, I always take full responsibility that I didn't play well that day. Unfortunately, that day it was a World Cup final. If it was any other game or any other tournament, like I've seen a lot of players scoring 11 runs or 20 balls in IPL games where, then the next game, the next game. So unfortunately, World Cup final था तो scrutiny बहुत ज़्यादा हो गई. And obviously, I felt that day that like I remember they were who refused to talk to me, and the comments that were made about me and my career. And pretty much pretty much when I got back home, it felt like I was a villain.
Yeah.
And I remember getting out from the airport, and luckily I had my headphones on, and I got attacked by the media, and they were literally shouting at me. And yes, there were some stones thrown at my house as well. So it was tough times. I felt like I felt like a culprit. I felt like somebody's shot somebody and he's going to jail. It was quite a sad feeling in my career, but I bounced back from it, and I still remember how I felt in that moment. And you know, in a player's career, you won the T20 World Cup.
Yeah.
You've been given credit. You won the 2011 World Cup. You get some credit. But when you lose a World Cup, all the criticism comes onto you.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? When you win,
Yeah. Yeah.
you
Yeah.
don't get that credit. But when you lose, all the criticism come onto like the other guys. I remember in the end were also not able to hit.
Yep.
But
Yep.
obviously because I had scored like 11 runs of 20, 21 balls, so criticism came
Yeah.
everything onto me.
Yeah.
So I remember I remember Sachin making a tweet that day later in the day,
Yep.
and
Yes.
people actually understood. People calmed down, the media calmed down. But I just went home. I remember I went home. I had a 6 sixes bat, I remember I put my India cap on that 6-6 bat and I thought my career was over.
Uh, mm. But see, as you said, you've been a champion, a guy who's always bounced back from tough situations. Okay, final two questions I'll ask you before I let you go. ये आईपीएल से जुड़े हैं. एक पहला तो ये मैं जानना चाहता हूँ आप आई थिंक यू वन ऑफ द प्लेयर्स हु प्लेड फॉर द मैक्सिमम अमाउंट ऑफ आईपीएल टीम्स. तो किस आईपीएल टीम में खेलते हुए आपको सबसे ज्यादा मजा आया और कहाँ आपको थोड़ा अनकंफर्टेबल लगा कि जितनी जल्दी हो नेक्स्ट सीजन में कहीं और चले जाऊं तो बेटर है.
Uh, I really enjoyed playing for Pune. Pune Warriors, I really enjoyed that. Even though we were not winning, but I
Yeah.
felt we had some great teammates. Sara Shri, our owner, was fantastic. Um, Even though we were not winning. Um, then when I went to RCB, I really enjoyed my season over there because I had probably the best IPL season,
Yeah.
and uh, and I was looking forward to play the next year for RCB as well. They put me in the auction, and they wanted to probably buy me again, and then that didn't work out. Then I went to Delhi, so I never got the opportunity to play at one franchise for
Very long.
more than 3 or 4 years because.
Hmm.
So, like, see guys like Dhoni and Virat, Rohit, they played for one franchise for so many years. So now
Yeah.
वहाँ पर base बनता है, uh, you get used to conditions, so you can prepare well every year. And every year I was
Right.
moving, I was going in the auction, and couldn't really settle. One place I actually wanted to run away was from Punjab after 3 years.
But the crowd loved you there.
The crowd loved me, but the management,
Didn't love you.
there were a lot of false accusations on me.
Hmm.
And every time I wanted a player, uh, they didn't give me my players. And it was amazing when I left, they had bought those same players when I left. So I think support, but otherwise, it was just like, captain is just naam ka captain. So I was actually happy to leave Punjab, and I loved Punjab. I love playing for Punjab, but I just wanted to get away from that franchise.
Okay, last question, and since we are talking about Kings 11 Punjab, I'll talk about a batsman who's playing for Kings 11 अभी, KL Rahul. Recently, उनसे पूछा गया KL से कि who do you think can break Yuvraj Singh's record of fastest 15 T20 जो उन्होंने 12 बॉलों में बनाया था. So KL replied saying that would be me with a smiley. मतलब मजाक करते हुए उन्होंने कहा. Recently Jofra Archer also said कि भाई the toughest batsman that I have to bowl in T20 आप लोग रोहित की बात करते हो विराट की बात करते हो लेकिन मुझे KL बहुत टफ लगता है bowling करने में T20 में. But if I was to ask you, who do you think is that one guy who can break your record of that fastest 50?
दो बंदे जो मुझे लगता था कर सकते हैं वो तो ऑलमोस्ट वर्ज ऑफ रिटायरमेंट पे, एक हो गया एक नहीं हुआ, क्रिस गेल एंड एबी डिविलियर्स.
Yeah.
KL definitely can do it because KL has scored 50 or 14 balls
14.
in the IPL. But scoring a 50 in international cricket is different. Scoring a 50 in IPL is different because in international cricket in IPL you probably get two quality bowlers and then so so I just feel that they're different levels, but I think KL definitely has the potential. I feel Hardik has the potential. I feel Hardik someone is somebody who's got amazing talent, phenomenal talent, but probably somebody again, as I said, needs to work with his head, where
Yeah.
his head is. He's such a hardworking guy.
Yeah.
He's a nice guy, and he hits the ball like spectacular. I was in Mumbai Indians last year, and he got 90 odd of 30,
Yeah.
30 balls. It was phenomenal inning. He can actually be the next, big all-rounder for India. But crunch time पे performances नहीं आती. वो इसलिए नहीं आती because, he he's a big hitter. He likes to hit big hits, but when he starts to like know when to take a single or double and when to hit those big sixes, then he will actually evolve as a better player. So I think Hardik has massive potential to be a world class player. It's if his if somebody really works on his mind, he can be a serious asset till we get to the next World Cup.
That's perfect, UV. Thank you so much. आपने time दिया and speaking to us and speaking your heart out as always. And I've always said, and I think आप lockdown का wait इसलिए भी कर रहे होगे खत्म हो कि you can quickly go get a haircut. But I must tell you that I like this new style with the bandana with your hair. It's looking pretty cool, I must say.
Yeah, hopefully I can maintain it. But lockdown, may I think I just want to say that
Yeah.
a lot of fans have come and always showed their love. So always my love and big thank you to my fans, always supporting in my tough times. But also, abhi aaj 8 p.m. the Prime Minister is going to
Speaking, yes.
we're going to speak and tell us what's happening. So I just request to people that we should listen and we should not create chaos in our country. अगर ठेके की दुकान पे जाना है तो थोड़ी सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग कर लो. So I just feel that we should all listen and try and maintain social distancing so that we all can live in peace and we can fight coronavirus till the end.
Okay, brother. Thank you so much. I hope when this gets over, I'll come over to your house and see the Lamborghini. पता नहीं है या नहीं अभी the yellow one. Is it still
भाई
there or?
लैम्बोर्गिनी के दिन गए. अब ये हमारे यंग लड़के चला रहे हैं लैम्बोर्गिनी.
अच्छा.
इनके पास है अब लैम्बोर्गिनी.
ठीक है. Okay. Thanks, brother. Thank you so
Alright,
much.
bro. See you. Bye.